Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we're gonna talk about gift giving for creative people or artists. I thought I would share some of my favorite things, maybe that gives you an idea what you could gift your artist friends. So I have a few categories, like novelty stuff, more expensive gifts, and then some affordable ones. So I hope everyone has something in this that they can gift their artist friends. If you hear my cat in the background, I am sorry, but he is going crazy at the moment. First of all, we start with the obvious, maybe a really nice big sized pencil case. I usually go more for like a toiletry bag because they're bigger. This one is from Hema, but they did market this as like a pencil case. So yeah, it's a, maybe like a test the zipper. Usually those are annoying, and maybe make sure that you can open it very wide if you you know, look for a pencil case. Then next on the list, which I think I asked a lot of my artist friends and other creators online, and most of them, for affordable sketchbooks, love the art creation sketchbook. If you have been on my channel before, we just started one together. I cannot fully say it's the best sketchbook ever yet. I've only done a few pages so far and I've been loving it. So this would also be a recommendation. One I recommend, which is more on the pricey side, and maybe, you know, if you have like a want to give your friend like a travel sized kind of A6 sketchbook that they can take everywhere with them, to be creative on the go, I do recommend the Leuchtturm sketchbooks. If you get like a hardcover sketchbook, the pages are more on the thicker side, but make sure to have it above the 80 GSM. For example, I was just gonna use like pen and like pencil, like a little bit of fine liner, so I didn't care too much about the page quality. It's very see-through. This is just 80 GSM, but yeah, I really love to take this with me everywhere I go. So this was like the best habit I started this year. So this is the thing I recommend. Maybe your friend has like only big sketchbooks and like, you know, they don't want to carry it with them. So maybe get them like a tiny little travel sketchbooks. I feel like with sketchbooks, you can never really go wrong. Just make sure that you have at least 180 or 120, 180 GSM. If they are a little bit more on like the more multi-medium range. If they're gonna do watercolors and stuff in that, make sure it's like around 300. One thing that I actually really loved this year is it's a bit more pricey again. I think it's around the 18 euro mark from what I remember. It's been a while since I bought these. This is my second one. This is the Graphite matte pencils. These are, you know, like your normal standard pencils, but they're matte. So I've only used this one so far, since this is fairly new. And yeah, these are very nice. They don't shine. They are a little bit different to work with, but I actually really love it. Like, it's a slight change in like normal standard graphite. So I really like to work with these. Next category is a little bit more on the painting side, depending on what you know, your friend or the person you want to gift something likes to do. If it's for like acrylics or acrylic gouache, like painting, I really like the Liquitex professional acrylic gouache. These are by far one of my favorites. I really like to use these for pretty much everything. These are slightly pricier, but depending, you know, what your budget is, you can buy them single or you can buy a set. I have quite a few of them. I just didn't want to bring all of them out of the shelf. If your friend is doing more like watercolors or gouache, I really recommend the Pastell gouache, like blossomy tones from Arteza. I absolutely love this set. I have put these out quite a bit since I got them. I feel like it's a really nice addition to my watercolors. But yeah, I recommend these. Very nice, 12 colors, very pretty colors. If it's kind of more like a novelty thing to spice up someone's workflow. But yeah, I recommend these quite a bit, because I think they're just really pretty. On the topic of paints, if you wanna spend a little bit more, well, I mean, this is not the container they come in with, but you're gonna see, like, if I open this, how vibrant these are, even though they're out of the pen. And try it by now. Try it out. They are still extremely vibrant, really easy to reactivate. This is Holbein Gouache, like not acrylic gouache, but you know, the watercolor sorts. This is one of my favorite, like, brand for watercolors too. So if you want to get something more on the pricey side, something that is really good quality, I recommend Holbein Gouache and watercolors. They are by far my favorite. This is by far my favorite brand, and I bought these when I was in Korea, but still, if you want to get something high quality and more on the expensive side, Holbein I can always recommend. And then we're gonna go over to pens. Let's stay with the kind of paint ones first. One of my recent favorites, by far, the acrylic markers by Arrtx. I'm not sure if I said that correctly. I've been loving these. They are so fun. I love the brush nibs. I probably would have gotten a different color set to the one I currently have. Or like got a second one to this one to extend my options. I have been loving these. They are so fun to use. They're so pretty, so vibrant. I love all the colors except for one color, and that is this one, which it's the most poopy yellow color that you can imagine. But yeah, I've been loving these. Highly recommend. Like, they are so fun. Other kind of pens, fine liners. I do really like the Pigma brush pens. They're archival. They have a different color. I bought the set. I have been using these so much this year, and they haven't died yet, which I'm a little surprised by. I would have expected them to die with how much I use certain colors, especially the ones that are actually in my other pencil case, so I don't have them here, which is like the brown tones and the black, of course, and then I also used a lot the blue, which I have actually here. But yeah, these very fun to use, highly recommend. SAKURA Pigma brush pens. Very, very fun. Very nice selection of colors too. Then another marker set that I have been really loving. I'm not sure if the brand was actually Sketch markers. I think it's a Danish brand, but I have been using these non-stop this year. Very nice. And then my favorite liner this year, which is the Tombow calligraphy pen. I don't know if they say anywhere what kind of this. It's the WS-TBS 250. I think that is the name. I really like this one, even though it says calligraphy. It just means it has a brush pen. It isn't water resistant, so make sure to not use water with these or anything water based. I just really like to use it, like the pen alone with nothing else. Maybe sketch beforehand and then use it, because it's really nice, because on one side it has like a black brush pen, and on the other side it has the same brush pen but with a gray tone. So it's basically the only thing you need if you want to just get down some ideas. So you have one, liner color and one shadow color to create some dimension in one pen. I've been using this so much this year. It's also slightly dying by now, so I need to get a new one. But yeah, this is great pen, highly recommend. So one of the other things I really like also is getting tiny little palettes, so I can use my watercolor on the go. I took out the thingy at the moment because I put it in a different one. But sometimes it's nice to have like a pretty colored palette to take with you. Maybe even you could even decorate it for your friend. I feel like it makes it sometimes more special. Very, very, very cute idea if you know your friend is into watercolors. If you can go to like a decorating store and whatever, like Flying Tiger at the moment has like really, really nice watercolor accessory sets, like this one that I have been loving this. I've been using this so much. I think it's very nice and aesthetic. I think at the moment they have a green set of this exact one. I fell in love with this. It looks very simple, and I don't know, it's just very pretty. And if you cannot find specifically one for like painting and like art, you can also go somewhere and get like a cheap, nice plate. I use these for acrylic painting. It was like a €2 plate from, I think it's like a $1 store here in Austria. So that would be also like a really nice idea to have something, as a nice accessory for painting. And for the actual last thing that I recommend is art books. First, there are different, a lot of different topics. I cannot recommend like 1,000 different art books and stuff. There are a few I can for sure recommend. For art books, you can either get like art books that are themed after like a animation, TV show, anything that your friend likes. Just get like a specific art book, like Studio Ghibli, beautiful movies. You can get the art books for the movie. nice to, you know, inspire your friend. Then there are more learning kind of books. This is from one of my favorite artists, which is Simone Grünwald. She's from Germany. She brought out a book about art with her specific style, and I read this book so many times. I just think her process on how she's doing art and her knowledge is so fun to read. I highly recommend this, even for like beginners and stuff. It is very nicely explained on why she does certain things. Has basics in it, and there is even a second part of this book. She brought out another one which I also own. So yeah, this one from Simone Grünwald, honestly, I'm in love with it. I had to get it. I actually even joined the Kickstarter for this book. So honestly, best decision. Then another very popular book, which is point character drawing, Tako, which is basically just explaining you how to draw the body in every single imaginable pose you can think of. I've been learning with this since I think the past 2 months, and I learned a lot, especially drawing feet and hands. Yeah, I really recommend it. This is only part 1. If you buy these, there are 2 books that you get. I sadly couldn't get the new set that they made. It's not available yet for me to get. And another favorite that I have been reading at the moment, which I think is very fascinating, it is the Mythical Beast, an artist's field guide to designing creatures. It's by 3D Total Publishing, and it's basically different artists taking a mythical beast that... Which one is a fun one to look at? Anything crazy? Oh, the Jackalope. It says the myth where the origins are from. Everything is from a different country. Then they have put, you know, like a study on where they're getting the parts for designing this character, this mythical beast. And then they show like more like some tips on, like, you know, this one is specifically for fur and horns. And then they are, you know, explaining their designing methods and their designing process, like thumbnailing and further explorations, like the poses that they're trying out and all that. And then having like some more lore to the jackalope, for example, and then having a finished illustration at the end and having their final design. And I have learned so much. I'm very bad at drawing anything but humans, I will admit to that. I really need to practice different things, but this art in this book is so beautiful. I love the design choices of the book overall. It's a very like pretty aesthetic. It's all kinda going together, even though they are all different artists, which I think is just so pretty. Seeing their different process. Oh, I can't show that on YouTube. But yeah, something like this, if you know, like, oh, your friend is into mythical beast, character design, something like that, art books are always great. These are my recommendations. These are some of my favorites. I hope some of it gives you inspiration, what you could give to your friend, your artist friend, your creatives in your life. And yeah, that's about it. Bye guys! Happy holidays, I guess.